Must be nice.
Man, I'm telling you, like, I'm crazy about this stuff. I need a lifetime supply. Like, I'm trying to get Mountain Dew to holler at me. I was thinking about maybe carrying the bottle around places, like bringing it to press conferences, stuff like that, you know? Something?
I don't know, man. That kind of sounds desperate.
Well, it might be a little bit desperate. Come on, you're supposed to have my back.
All right. Hey, all right. If it were me, I would just staple the bottle to my hand and just walk around everywhere with it. There would be no place I'm not with the Mountain Dew, you know? But hey, this is what I would do. Call your agent. He's supposed to be the one to help you with this.
I know. I'm trying to think of stuff. But if you think of anything, let me know.
I think I have a few ideas.
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome, everybody. We have the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great, in some minds, Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Bucks in Milwaukee. We've seen some really solid play from this Bucks team recently. They've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. You think about the Utah Jazz, and you think of tough, grinded-out basketball. Quinn Snyder has brought some of that kind of play back to Salt Lake City, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a young guy, but he has a very old-school approach. He demands tough play from all positions. I like that. I love this young coach.
Has the group playing in a brand of physicality that is second to none. Now, if that can translate into some wins, then all of a sudden that would be a real accomplishment. But great young team.
And you know what? When you look at him in comparison with the 29 other coaches in the NBA, he may have the best hair. He may have the best hair.
You know what I always say about him, Ernie?
You like that? Yeah. What do you always say about Quinn Snyder?
He makes it look
effortless. Yeah, it doesn't exactly have the same ring.
You know his favorite book, Ernie?
What?
Harry Potter.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did you know that, Kevin?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. We're at the home of the Bucks, the BMO Harris Bradley Center in beautiful Milwaukee. And, of course, Tyler Ennis. Even with him gone, they've shaken it off quickly and have really come together as a team.
And, Kevin, he was an important player for him. I think more than people give him credit for that. And that's not to say the trade was a mistake, but this is a guy they'll miss.
Now let's get a quick pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder.
Okay, Kevin, thanks very much. He told me he's anticipating just as tough a game today as the first time they met this team, a result that did not go their way. He said, we know we're in the underdog role against these guys, and that's fine by us. We welcome the challenge. Well, let's see if they're up to it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here at the midway point of the season, the infamous rookie wall can become an issue for the younger players in the game. Was that an issue for you?
You know, I was hard-headed, Kevin. I said, rookie wall, I'll be fine. Around middle of January, ooh, did I hit it.
Did you really?
You feel it.
What are the effects? What are the things, the warning signs?
It feels like you're walking in quicksand. You know, you're jumping, you're timing, everything is gone.
So the Bucks win the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert, the defensive big men pair. A tall wing pair with Hood at the 2 and Hayward at the small forward. And it's Hill in at the 1. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Hood, the pass to Hill. Back to Hood. 6 to shoot. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Freak. Young outside. He tries for 3. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down give him the chance.
On defense, the Bucks, it's a 3-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
I mean, no stress in that one. Again, almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
It sure seemed like everybody on the team was in the zone. It'll be interesting to see if they are able to keep up that sweet shooting stroke.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Yep, that one goes in there.
Good job, man.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Hill kicks to Favors. Hayward outside, and a wide open look for Hood. The kick out to Hill. Tipped away. And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop by himself.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
Beautiful.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Now, here is Hill. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And it's the Bucks.
Oh! He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Here is Favors. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland.
His shot blocking dominated the game. His 3 blocks really had an effect on defense.
And arguably the league's best rim protector, Rudy Gobert, 7'2", wingspan of 7'9". Steve, that's not bad. Great tools for the trade.
Yeah, on his toes, he can touch the rim, and he moves well for his size. He gets off the floor and a quick second jumper. He has work to do to get stronger, but he's only getting more and more intimidated when he keeps playing.
So he can't get either to fall.
When you face the Utah Jazz, the one thing you know, they have a big front line. They're an elite rebounding team, especially at the offensive end. When you face them, you gotta have a team effort on the glass.
Now, here is Young. 23 points for him the last game against Brooklyn.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
Shot clock at 2. Monroe's shot is good. And with more and more teams, Smitty, looking to space the floor, do you think the Jazz can be successful playing big with Favors and Gobert in the middle?
I think on the defensive end, it's fantastic. Both are athletic. Both can move their feet. It's the offensive end that's a challenge. Favors has improved his mid-range jumper.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
And who needs to warm up? They didn't.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Remember, you're my Pippen, you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they were.
Timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, this isn't what he likes to see from this group. They just need to take some time, get back to playing like they know they can.
And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Burks.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And good that time.
That's the kind of strength that Hayward has, knowing how to bury shots in the face of some pretty stiff defense.
Young dishes to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. And Young with the basket on the assist by Freak. Freak's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, great ball little bit there.
Hill kicks to Favors. Hayward outside. Gobert the screen. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
Freak kicks to Parker. To the paint. Here's Freak. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw good. Freak. Well, there have always been big markets and smaller markets in the NBA, but it seems, Steve, that the league has found a proper balance to give small markets or mid markets a chance every year to succeed.
Yeah, I think so. I think players are doing a nice job right now in free agency. A lot of these guys are going to smaller markets, and when they're there, they're not changing. They're not running for the big lights anymore. So we kind of having somewhat of a balance right now, Kevin.
Like LaMarcus Aldridge comes to mind. Could have gone to Los Angeles. The Lakers wanted him badly. He chose a smaller market like San Antonio. Now, granted, a historically good franchise, but a smaller market.
Yeah, and I think guys are doing that. I think it's more about winning versus where you're playing and where you stand.
And year after year, Derek Favors making steady improvements, Steve, and he's still entering his prime.
Well, he came in as a rebounder and a defender, but now is back to the basket game. He's comfortable. Now his face-up jump shot, but what I love is one dribble to the rim and he can finish. Offensive game has definitely improved at all levels.
Freak. Great tee that time from Hood.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Yeah, but he has to take that shot 10 out of 10 times. It was right there for him.
From 10 feet out, rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
He needs to regroup, catch his breath, and take some high-quality shots.
Gobert the screen. Favors passes to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Hood. And that one goes long.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And good that time. Monroe's got his second basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Hill kicks to Favors. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Hey, way to put the squeeze on them, guys. Bring it in. Let's talk. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
After having spent the early years at the power forward position, well-rounded post scorer with excellent court vision, and plus a rebounder at both ends of the floor. That subpar athleticism can hurt defensively at times, but he is an asset on the floor.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Utah with a change here, too. Burks is checked in. Hill dishes to Favors. The Jazz with another miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Freak with it. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Shots good from Young.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Favors passes to Burks. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
Any chance Burks gets it from that area of the floor, he's taking it. That's a practice shot for him.
Here's Freak. 13 points in the game. It's Young on the wing. There's Freak. It's good. Freak's got 15 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Nice ball movement by Utah. And favors kicks to Gobert. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Off target from outside. Bucks leading by 23. Middleton outside. Passes to Monroe. A baseline J. And off. And in it goes. 8 points for him.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Hill kicks to Hayward. It's back to Hill. Favors with the screen. Hayward from outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Here's Parker. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And what a solid comeback Jabari Parker made last year after an ACL ended his rookie season before Greg had even began.
Yeah, and what the injury did was force Jabari to become stronger and more well-conditioned in terms of his training. When feeling his best, he's a dynamic scorer off the dribble. Struggles a little on D, but the rest of his game has enormous upside.
First free throw is good for the Jazz. With he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Johnson comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Dante Exum in for Hill. He hits both from the stripe. And the relationship between a coach and his players so critical, obviously, to a team's success. What qualities, Steve, in your mind, make a great coach?
Well, I think the coach, first of all, has to be a great X and O's, but then I think he has to have a great feel for different personalities. Then I think he has to build the right culture that fits everybody.
Burks for three. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Takes it from 10. That's good on the jump shot. Parker's got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
There's the screen. Exum dishes to Withy. Down low. Burks' shot is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Young outside. To the inside. There's Freak. Young hooking up Prez on that score. Terrific play by Orange Juice.
And those two have such great timing together. They make the game look simple.
Kicks it to Johnson. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading.
And a huge lead here early to start.
The game plan is working to perfection so far. Didn't take them any time to get into rhythm.
Young with the steal. To the middle. Here's Middleton. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Johnson sets the screen for Exum. Inside. Here's Burks. It's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Parker. Here's Young. Here's Freak. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Freak's got 21 in the game.
There's something to be said about putting a team on your back, trying to will it to victory. His scoring has been phenomenal this quarter.
They need this, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
What's up? Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And the Bucks with some changes. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. And Mirza Teletovic subbed in for Jabari Parker. And Utah also making a switch. Shelvin Max checked in for Gordon Hayward.
Dante Exum, the 5th overall pick in 2014. Very excited to watch him in his second season, but he missed the entire season with an ACL. Nice to see him back in action.
Middleton on the wing, feeds it to Henson. Puts it down to Middleton. Just 4 to shoot. Freak passes to Teletovic. Good! Teletovic has got his first points in this one. And Exum with great size at point guard, Steve. He's at 6'6", like you.
6'6", with a tremendous first step. Not like me. I love the way he attacks the basket.
Johnson kicks to Burks. To the middle. Here's Withy. The rebound by the Bucks. Freak's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Ahead. Henson dishes to Middleton. The kick out to Young. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And that one's good. Freak.
Taking good shots overall, hitting a high percentage of them. That's what has this team rolling.
Middleton again. Fires the 3. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. The Bucks on top, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
Anytime they get a whiff of a fast break opportunity, they are sprinting ahead of everyone on the opposition.
Utah shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Alec Burks is out there with Johnson. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Favors, and it's Mack in at the 1. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Freak in their last outing against the Nets was outstanding. Just an incredible number of points. And the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite view by walking away with a quadruple double. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
The great ones do it night in and night out. So far, he's doing it in this stretch run.
And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Young for 3. Here's Freak. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
He's a great offensive rebounder, and he showed it.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And defensively, Steve, these days more and more teams are looking to switch screen rolls. Why is that?
Because of the new rules, Kevin. I mean, you look at it now, defenses can play a little bit of a zone. I think back in the day, imagine me switching out on Shaq. He'll go right into the blocks, and you couldn't have a guy come over unless he had the basketball. But right now, you can play more of a zone. So if teams who have multiple guys that can switch and defend multiple positions, they have an advantage.
Well, that's the thing these teams want to get now. These players that are versatile play 3-4 positions sometimes, so they can do just what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, you have guys like Draymond Green can guard 1 through 5. This just has to be a lucky.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
LeBron, another one. He can guard all 5 positions.
He got everything.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Every time we turn around, he's getting another dish on the highlight reel.
Johnson against Morris to end the run. And that one's good by Favors.
That's where majority of Favors points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
To the right side. Morris kicks the free. Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Johnson, that's for 2. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
He's really lucky that one went in because that was a pretty sloppy possession overall.
And Young kicks the free. Nice slam there from Prez, who got to the rim on the pass from Young.
That's how you get juiced. Nice pass from Young to set up his pal, Prez.
Favors passes to Johnson. Favors with a screen on Teletovic. Johnson dishes to Favors. And stolen by Teletovic. And here we go. Hard finish there at the rim from Young.
While not the most polished player on offense, you can bet he will attack the iron.
Jazz have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Good, can't get it to go.
Okay, that lay-in, he's tricky, but the defense was just too tight on him.
Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
It really helps when you're making shots, and they are making everything.
Here's the dish to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart.
Well, they say the mid-range game is a dying art form, but after looking at this shot chart, they are injecting a ton of life into it. Whatever space is being offered up to them in the mid-range, they have accepted and have continually knocked down shots to make the defense pay.
Clock at 2. Favors. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. First in rebounding, 8th in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
Dishes it to Teletovic. Young in the corner. And another basket for Milwaukee. And this is what everyone wanted to see. Great performance from Orange Juice.
And this is why they are so dangerous. When one gets it going, the other follows suit. Prez and Young showing up in a big way.
Gobert the screen. Jazz passing it around. Good for 3. It's good, and that's just his 3rd make in 10 shots. An off game for him.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Young outside. To the middle. Here's Freak. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Miles Plumlee comes in for Henson. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Mirza Teletovic. Utah also making some changes. Hayward comes in for Derek Favors. And George Hills subbed in for Shelvin Mack. Utah's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Gobert the screen. Hill kicks to Johnson. From deep three-point range, Plumlee with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 5 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And here's Freak. He has 35. Back to Morris. At the top of the key, Plumlee. Here's Antetokounmpo. That 3 off the mark. Jazz have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Good, can't get it to go.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, this inconsistent shooting is a good place to start. He's always one step ahead of the game. Passes like that show off his court vision.
The Jazz shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's already got the personality of a star. And when you look at the overall skill set, I mean, he's very close to becoming an elite player in this league. I mean, he does a little bit of everything, and he can do it in a multitude of positions. That the Greek freak, as they call him, is the kind of player who could become the face of a franchise. And I think also because of his versatility, he's got the kind of game that you can mix and match with other types of players that I think could lead to a lot of success for this franchise.
Johnson, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Freak kicks to Morris, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Levens comes in for Young. Utah also making... And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Bucks on top, delivering the blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Got a double-double already at halftime. What can you say about how you started?
It feels good. It feels good. I think I came out with some great energy, and that was why I was able to keep things going for us, early on. I just want to make sure I keep that same energy going into the final 2 quarters out there,
Yes, I do. Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Keep it up, guys. We have some good momentum. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Now stay focused, guys. Let's win this game and go home.